Welcome to Violin Adventures number 118. We start off with a rehair and then we get into the desk, and I hope you find it very interesting. Monday morning. See here on the bow that this grip is all worn out. Right here, we're just going to replace the leather. Okay, having just rehaired this bow that you sent to me, I want to make a few notes about it. When I rehair it, I see little things that showed me that this might be a special bow. And one is this is a heel and Sons bow, and up at the tip they would put little marks that would tell you who the real maker was. So I looked it up, and it has a little 5 on the very bottom heel of the tip where only the maker can see it, and the 5 stands for Arthur John Barnes. He was born in 1888 and died in 1945. He joined the Hill firm in 1919. and he didn't make any more bows after 1939. So this is a special Hill and Sons bow, and these are sought after bows at this time in history. So I'm going to rosin up this bow and get it sent back to you in the mail today. It's got good life, and it's a good bow to hang on to. We start right off with work on the desk, and actually we did desk work most of the week. Thank you everyone for your input and ideas on the desk. So what is going on right now is there are lots and lots of parts and pieces. It's a whole drawer of pieces that are chipped off of this desk. There's on the side some of the edging on both sides of these is chipped off, and then the edging on the drawers is loose, probably just from years of use. And also one of the bottom drawers, the whole bottom section is ripped off. So there's a lot of pieces that I need to glue on before I think about finishing this desk. So we're going to do that real quick. See if we can match up all the pieces in this drawer to places on the desk where it goes. So here's our drawer of pieces. And first off, I'm going to start on the top here. Okay, we have two missing pieces right here. So I'm going to find those. It looks like this one goes right in there. And the top piece we even have. It's amazing they saved all these beautiful pieces. So let's fix that real quick. Okay, this part of the desk has a terrible, ugly crack all the way, and it seems to not be moving. It seems to be very solid. So you can see the cracks in the varnish too, all along here, making this really ugly. So if this were a violin, of course, I would fill it with wood properly, but since it's not, I'm going to try my hand at filling it with wax. Come along with me and let's see how it goes. This appears to be right in a dark area, so maybe I will go dark to here and then go a little lighter there. So while my glue was melting, I went ahead and did some of this wax filler. Of course, now I need to shine it up. But the reason why I got sidetracked is I was going to repair these little repairs with fish glue because that's easier than getting the hide glue warmed up. And I thought, no. I love the idea that the hide glue, when it's hot, sinks into the wood and pulls everything together. So I'm going ahead with hide glue. It's the best. Okay, here it is. I've gotten the wax in the crack, and then I sanded it with very fine sandpaper, and that's how it's looking so far. I'm kind of experimenting with this top because next we have to work on these doors, which just look terrible. Okay, here's an update. This is the filled crack on this upper casing, and I sanded off all that crackled varnish, but I still have some here, and it looks like it's, I don't know, cracking more. Anyway, I'm going to take alcohol next and see if I can get rid of this. All of these drawers have a beautiful raised rim all the way around. So here on the edges, these were coming loose. So I'm just gluing those on. Okay, more interesting facts about this desk. This drawer, you can see it well, this drawer has maybe oil stains. Would that be a rag with oil on it? I don't know. You guys have any ideas what that, it looks like oil. It's soaked into the wood. Now this is the bottom drawer of the desk, and this was broken off, and the piece here was laying inside the desk, and somebody tried to repair it here, it looks like, but they used maybe wood putty. So I need to try to clean this up and see if I can get this glued back on and then made to look nice. So here it is beforehand. Okay, this is the bottom drawer with that lip that's broken off. So I measured, and I'm going to put a stop on the back of the drawer that is 5/8 inch so it doesn't go in that deeply and break it off again. Okay, the bottom drawer is now flush with this. So I can go ahead and glue on the bottom piece. Okay, I took this drawer, the door off. I took the door off so that I can get a closer look at it, and I wanted you to see how the original desk, these little squares are golden in color, and somebody on these doors in a messy way tried to make them green. So I want to take that off and get it back to the gold color. But here's the ugly section and see if I can make it look better. Okay, this is the door that was on the desk. And so I filled this in with wax, and now there's a lot of pieces of veneer that are coming up because this door isn't flat. It's kind of bent inward from the strain of this crack. So I'm going to go through and lift up these pieces of veneer and get some glue under them, some hot glue, and then I'm going to clamp this down to the table and let it dry, and then after that I'll see about sanding it. Okay, here's the left door, and you can see the ugly green that someone colored on there, and then this horrible looking mess, which I did put a little filler in there. So now I'm going to strip this. So this is the before. Okay, these are the top two compartments that go on the top of the desk and hold a drawer each. So I stripped just the top of them as an experiment before I strip the top of the desk. And now I'm going to put a coat of shellac on it. So let's see what happens. Well, those look beautiful. I guess we'll see what they look like when they dry. I'm pretty happy so far. Okay, this is the top of the desk, and it's a beautiful top with design. But when you go up close and I probably can't see, but it is just riddled with cracks in the varnish and in the design, but just full of cracks everywhere. So I'm thinking this is the area that I varnished before on the video, and it's coming back. So I'm thinking it's a beautiful top, and I'm thinking the easiest thing right now would just be to strip the top, fill any holes or gashes that might be in the top, and then revarnish it. So that's where we are now. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put stripper on just the top of this desk and see if we can improve it. The sides of the desk look really nice, and I don't want to disturb them. It's just on the top, and it makes me wonder, like someone said, this must have been stored in a barn or a garage or an attic or something, because and then maybe a lot of stuff was laid on top of this desk, because there's so much cracking in the top surface. I'm thinking something really heavy was put on here, or maybe a lot of stuff piled on top of this desk. Wow, this is looking worse. Look at all the dark spots on here. That's kind of strange. I don't know if that's liquid seeping under. Anyway, this is looking worse. Then we made a visit to the Ark in Williamstown on our way to Ohio.
This Ark, which is a replica of Noah's Ark, is the largest timber frame structure in the world, and they asked the Amish to come and help them build it. It is 510 feet long, 85 feet wide, and 51 feet high. It uses 3.3 million board feet of timber, and the variety of woods used include Engelmann spruce, Douglas fir, radiata pine, and bamboo.
Yeshev basater Elyon Batsel Shaddai Yitlonan. And then if we skip down, this is a beautiful chapter. We go all the way down to the last verse. Orek Yamim Ashbiehu Va'arehu Baishuati. This says, he who dwells in the secret place or the hiding place of the Most High, he shall abide in the shadow of the Almighty, of Shaddai, the Almighty. And if you read all of this, this is wonderful. And then the last verse says, with long life will I satisfy him, and I will show him my salvation. This is also could be my Yeshua. If you know where these are found, please leave it in the comments below. I hope you have fun finding them.
Hi everyone, I'm Freddie, and see, I have a violin because I'm Freddie and I'm a violin player because I have a violin. Hi everybody, I like you guys. You're my friends. You're my friends. I have a bunch of big cousins that are coming to see me next week, and they're gonna help me cut up those big logs that are sitting outside. They're so big that they would smash me if I tried to do it myself. But they're coming to see me, and we're gonna cut those logs. And I'm only 14 inches tall, but my cousins, all of them are over 6 feet tall. So they are huge, and I am so tiny. I just wanted to tell you guys that. So I hope you come back so you can see me and my cousins. We're gonna be working on the logs next week. Okay, I better go now. Bye.
Here we are on Friday afternoon, quite a change from earlier in the week with all the snow. Now we're back to nice warm weathers in the 40s. Let's go inside and see what's going on. Okay, here's our drawer, and thank you to all of you who commented with all your suggestions about either the hole or the inlay. So I have a compromise, and I wanted to show you. So I have these rings that I would inlay maybe right there, and so that doesn't take up as much room, and it also doesn't look as crude maybe as just a hole, although I know a hole wouldn't look too bad. But anyway, there's a compromise. Here we are in the shop, and this is our desk. Here you can see these top compartments came out just beautiful, but the desk actually looks better than it did. There were huge black spots, kind of like this, only I might try a little oxalic acid if this doesn't go away. It could just be still wet, I don't know. But anyway, there's the desk, pretty ugly right now, but I'm looking forward to making it look really pretty. Here's the 2 doors that go on the front. Now this one, okay, here's an example of the black that it turns when I strip it. And maybe it's just moisture in the wood, and maybe that will go back. This has gone back to almost normal, although this area here is very dark. So I'll probably try some oxalic acid on this too, just to lighten it a bit, see what happens. Here's our violin top, and I wanted to get to the sound holes, but just didn't make it this week. But we'll try again later. Here's a beautiful guitar, finished, all polished up and ready to go. And over here's a cello that's waiting for repair. We may not get to this cello for a couple more weeks, but we'll see. We didn't get to the cello or the violin this week, but this week and next week will probably be different than normal because we're having family come, but we'll still have footage, maybe a little bit, because of the different things that will be going on. Well, thank you so much for watching and for your wonderful comments and your thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And thank you to all the new subscribers. We are almost up to 500. That's halfway to 1,000. Thank you so much. And until next time, God bless you. Bye.